Every day, all around the globe, people from every background have experienced incredible transformations through this recording, and you can too. By tapping into the extraordinary power of your subconscious mind each day, you can reshape how you think and visualize your life, effectively molding your future. This recording aims to illustrate the idea that one's subconscious perception plays a crucial role in their self-identity. Consider why some folks are miserable while others radiate joy. Why is it that one person thrives financially and emotionally while another struggles profoundly? Why do some individuals carry fear and apprehension while others are brimming with faith and self-assurance? Look at successful individuals compared to those who fail, or think about why one speaker captivates an audience while another falls flat. There are countless questions to ponder. Why does one person triumph over a seemingly incurable illness while another doesn't? Why do many well-meaning, kind-hearted individuals endure torment in their minds and bodies? These questions and many more inspired me to write this book. I wanted to provide clear answers and insights into the powerful truths of your mind using straightforward language that everyone can understand. It is my belief that the fundamental principles governing life and your mind can be articulated simply, just like the conversations you find in newspapers, magazines, workplaces, homes, and shops. I truly believe that within these pages, you will uncover a miraculous power that has the potential to elevate you out of confusion, despair, and failure, guiding you to your authentic self. It will help resolve your challenges, liberate you from emotional and physical restraints, and lead you towards a life filled with freedom, happiness, and tranquility. By learning to harness your inner strengths, you can break free from fear and embrace a life characterized by what Paul described as the glorious liberty of the children of God. One of the most compelling proofs of the power of our subconscious is personal healing. Over 4 decades ago, I overcame a serious illness termed sarcoma by utilizing the healing capabilities of my subconscious mind, which not only created me, but continues to sustain all my vital processes. The methods I used are detailed in this book, and I'm confident that they will empower others to trust in the limitless healing presence that resides within us all. It's easy to think that the same creative force that crafted our bodies and set our hearts beating can also mend what it has made. There's an old saying that the doctor may tend to the wounds, but it's really a higher power that heals them. Miracles can occur when we pray with intent. Scientific prayer is all about aligning our conscious thoughts with our subconscious mind, all aimed at a specific goal. I encourage you to dive into this book multiple times. Each chapter will reveal the incredible ways this power operates and how you can tap into the insights and creativity lying dormant in your subconscious. Everyone engages in prayer at some point, but have you ever stopped to think about how you approach it? When was the last time you included prayer in your daily routine? Often we only turn to it in times of peril, sickness, or when faced with death. You don't have to look far to see that prayers are being offered everywhere. Just flip through any newspaper, and you'll find countless stories of people asking for help for a sick child, seeking peace among nations, or hoping for the safe rescue of miners trapped underground. These high-stakes prayers capture headlines and inspire stories, highlighting prayer's potency. Yet what about the heartfelt, unpretentious prayers of children, or the simple blessings we say at mealtime? My experiences as a counselor have opened my eyes to the diverse ways people seek divine connection through prayer. Through my journey, I've felt prayer's profound impact firsthand, and engaged with many individuals who have shared their own stories. What sets this book apart is its grounded and practical approach. It offers straightforward techniques and methods that you can easily incorporate into your daily life. I've imparted these valuable insights to people around the world, and just recently, over 1,000 participants from various faiths gathered in Los Angeles for a special session where I highlighted the book's key teachings. Within these pages, you'll discover answers to common questions like, why do I pray and see no results? You'll also find various techniques to communicate with your subconscious mind to get the clarity and responses you seek, making it a reliable resource for times of need. Do you hold a belief in something? Remember, it's not merely about what one believes, it's how the subconscious mind processes the images or concepts that count. This is precisely why every faith carries psychological truths. People from different faiths, Buddhists, Christians, Muslims, and Jews, can receive answers to their prayers. This isn't solely dependent on the beliefs they hold. Rather, there's a technique, a deeper understanding of purpose that can draw positive experiences into our lives. Essentially, answered prayer occurs when our innermost desires manifest. We all yearn for well-being, happiness, security, tranquility, and authentic expression, yet many find themselves falling short of these aspirations. A university professor once shared an insightful perspective. If I make a change, I will attain what I seek. This reflects a universal truth that resonates with people everywhere. Long before our time and before religions emerged, the potent abilities of the subconscious mind already existed. The profound principles of life have their roots long before organized faiths appeared. With this perspective in mind, I encourage you to embark on the journey through the upcoming chapters and tap into this extraordinary transformative force that can mend both mental and physical afflictions while freeing you from fear. Chapter 1. The Hidden Treasure Within You. Within you lies a vast reservoir of potential. If you learn to open your mental faculties, you can uncover this incredible wealth. You possess an internal gold mine, filled with everything necessary for a fulfilling, joyful, and abundant existence. Unfortunately, many remain oblivious to this treasure of limitless wisdom and love residing within them. Consider how a magnetized piece of steel can lift objects that are 12 times its weight. This is a demonstration of attraction in its purest form. Contrast this with someone who is trapped by weakness and fear, constantly questioning and doubting every opportunity. When chances for advancement arise, this individual hesitates, fretting over failures and losses. This fear can shackle them to a stagnant life, preventing any progress. To break free, you must become the kind of person who attracts positivity and discovers the ultimate truth that transcends all eras. What do you suppose this ultimate secret is? Could it be related to atomic or thermonuclear energy, the neutron bomb, or space exploration? Surprisingly, the key is none of these. The secret lies within, in the depths of your subconscious mind, the very last place most would think to explore. Through the incredible power of your subconscious, you can invite abundance in health, wealth, happiness, and joy into your life. It's not about acquiring this force. It's about recognizing that it is already a part of you. If you're eager to tap into the power of your mind and truly grasp how it works, this book lays out simple techniques that you can incorporate into every aspect of your daily life. Within the depths of your subconscious lies an endless well of intelligence and potential, just waiting for you to explore and unleash. By acknowledging the possibilities that exist in your deeper mind, you'll start to see them manifest in your external reality, if you're open to it. Your subconscious has the remarkable ability to provide you with insight and guidance whenever you need it. It can furnish you with practical knowledge, helping you discover your unique path and purpose in life. With the wisdom from your subconscious, you can attract the right friends and partners into your life, whether in romance or business. It can even assist you in finding the perfect buyer for your home or securing the financial means you desire for true freedom. Within your subconscious resides immense energy filled with light, love, and beauty, forces that you have every right to explore. Though these energies are unseen, their strength is undeniable. By learning to unlock these powers, you can uncover solutions to every challenge and understand the reasons behind every situation. This knowledge empowers you to progress in abundance, safety, joy, and control. When people feel stagnant, tapping into the strength of their subconscious can rejuvenate them, making them whole, healthy, and strong again, allowing them to embrace life's joys and express themselves freely. Your subconscious holds remarkable healing capabilities, capable of mending a troubled mind or a shattered heart. It can break down the mental barriers that hold you captive, freeing you from various material or physical constraints. To truly advance in any area of your life, it's essential to establish a solid foundation that can be applied in various situations. By learning how your subconscious operates and practicing its principles, you can gain confidence in achieving your goals. Just like in chemistry, where water forms from two hydrogen atoms combined with one oxygen atom, understanding the building blocks of your subconscious can lead to transformative results. One carbon atom can form carbon monoxide, a gas that's toxic. However, introducing another oxygen atom transforms it into carbon dioxide, which is completely safe. This concept holds true across the vast landscape of chemical compounds. It's important to remember that the principles of physics, chemistry, and mathematics are not separate from the workings of our subconscious. For instance, water always flows to the same level, a principle that applies universally to all water. Similarly, matter uniformly expands when exposed to heat. Heat a piece of steel, and it will expand. This rule is valid regardless of the conditions. Another vital idea is that what resides in your subconscious eventually manifests in your reality as experiences and events. Your prayers are answered through this principle, which operates similarly to the rules of nature. Take electricity, for example. It naturally flows from areas of high potential to those of low potential. This principle remains steadfast whenever you employ electricity. By cooperating with these natural laws, you can align with the mindset needed for effective belief. Beliefs significant to your mind and how it functions are crucial. The essence of your beliefs shapes your thoughts, nothing more. Every experience you encounter, every action you take, is a reaction of your subconscious to your thoughts. It's vital to recognize that it's not merely the surface of what you believe that matters, but what truly resonates in your mind. Embrace the eternal truths and endless possibilities of life, and you'll progress toward greater connection with the divine. By engaging with this book and its guidance on the subconscious, you can learn to pray with purpose and scientific understanding for yourself and others. Your prayers will harmonize with the universal law of action and reaction, where thought initiates action and the ensuing reaction springs from your subconscious, mirroring the nature of your thoughts. Joy, health, peace, and goodwill will permeate your mind, leading to remarkable transformations in your life. Though you possess a single mind, it operates in two distinct ways. Today, it's widely understood where the dividing line between these two functions lies. The two aspects of your mind are quite different, each endowed with unique strengths and characteristics. They are often referred to by various names, the objective and subjective mind, or the conscious and subconscious mind, among others. In this book, we explore the fascinating landscape of your mind, distinguishing between the surface self and the deeper self, as well as the conscious and subconscious aspects. Think of your mind as a garden. You're the gardener, and throughout the day, you're planting seeds or thoughts into your subconscious. The nature of these seeds is crucial. Whatever you plant will eventually manifest in your life and surroundings. To begin your journey towards a positive mindset, focus on cultivating thoughts of tranquility, happiness, integrity, goodwill, and abundance. Embrace these qualities with genuine interest, letting them settle in your conscious mind. As you continue to plant these uplifting thoughts in your mind garden, you'll start to see a rich and delightful harvest. Be mindful that both beneficial and detrimental seeds can take root in your subconscious. Just as one doesn't harvest grapes from thorns or figs from thistles, you should be selective about the thoughts you entertain. Every thought you have has a purpose, and every circumstance arises as a result. Thus, it's vital to take charge of your thoughts to foster positive outcomes. Your subconscious is a reservoir for constructive, peaceful, and uplifting ideas. When you understand this truth, it activates the powerful magic of your subconscious, leading to peace, pleasant experiences, and overall abundance. By mastering your thoughts, you hold the key to utilizing your subconscious to tackle any challenge. This aligns you with the fundamental laws that govern all existence, endless and powerful. Many people focus solely on the external world, but those who are more enlightened pay attention to what's happening within. Your external world reflects your thoughts, emotions, and imagery. It is your sole source of creativity. Everything in your outer reality is born from your inner thoughts, intentionally or not. If you're looking to transform your life, it begins by understanding how your conscious and subconscious minds interact. To change the world around you, you must first address the root cause. Most individuals try to adjust their circumstances to eliminate issues like confusion and limitations. But true change starts with how you think and visualize your situation. Boundless intelligence and wisdom course through your subconscious, shaping the vital energies around you. Your thoughts create a framework, or a matrix, that directs this flow. This book's chapters guide you in applying the principles of your mind to transform your reality, cultivating abundance instead of scarcity, wisdom over ignorance, tranquility over turmoil, joy instead of sorrow, and light in place of darkness. These gifts are unparalleled when it comes to nurturing your mind, heart, and body. Countless influential scientists, poets, musicians, and creators have grasped how the conscious and subconscious minds operate. Take the legendary tenor Enrico Caruso, for instance. He once faced a severe bout of stage fright that left him feeling paralyzed with fear, his throat seizing up with tension before a performance. Overwhelmed and shaking, he feared the audience would mock him. In a moment of desperation, he expressed his inner conflict by shouting behind the curtain, "The little me wants to strangle the big me inside." He then commanded that anxious part of himself to step aside, declaring that the big me wished to perform. Caruso's powerful subconscious understood the call to unleash his true vitality. When it was time to take the stage, he sang magnificently, mesmerizing the audience. This incident exemplifies the duality of the mind, the conscious, rational thought, and the subconscious, which can seem illogical. Your subconscious reacts strongly to your mental state. Fear, worry, and anxiety can reside within it, manifesting into panic and despair in your conscious mind. At this juncture, you can do as Caruso did, speak assertively and positively to quell those escalating emotions. Calm yourself and declare, "Be still, I am in control, you must obey me." By exercising your authority over the turbulent currents of your deeper self, you can bring peace and balance to your mind. Remember, the subconscious is influenced by the conscious, which is why it's termed subconscious or subjective. You may notice significant shifts in your experiences as you learn to navigate this intricate relationship. To understand the key differences between the conscious and subconscious mind, imagine the conscious mind as the captain of a ship. The captain navigates and directs the crew in the engine room, who manage the machinery without being aware of the ship's destination. They simply follow the captain's commands. Similarly, your conscious mind acts as the captain of your body and the life around you, issuing orders that your subconscious mind follows based on what the conscious mind believes. For instance, if you frequently tell others, "I can't afford that," your subconscious will accept this as truth and align your circumstances to ensure that you indeed can't purchase what you desire. Picture a young college student eyeing an expensive travel bag in a store window on Christmas Eve. As she's about to say, "I can't afford that bag," she recalls something she learned during a lecture. Never end a negative thought without flipping it. Instead, she confidently asserts, "That bag is mine. I can buy it. I am ready to receive it." Later that evening, just before Christmas, her fiancé surprises her with a bag that looks astonishingly like the one she had visualized. By filling her mind with positive expectations earlier that day, she allowed her deeper mind, capable of manifesting such desires, to take charge and realize her wish. Another student at the University of Southern California shared her experience of initially feeling broke, but then discovering that she had the ability to find money and resources within herself. In the vast realm of possibilities that lies within, she learned to tap into her potential. To illustrate further, consider this. If you claim, "I don't like mushrooms," yet you eat them in a dish, you may find yourself feeling unwell afterward. This reaction occurs because your subconscious mind is echoing the message from your conscious mind. A humorous example is of a woman who insists, "I wake up at 3 if I drink coffee at night." Each time she indulges in coffee, her subconscious nudges her, reminding her of her conscious commitment to staying awake. Your subconscious operates tirelessly, ready to support whatever beliefs your conscious mind holds. A woman recently shared her uplifting story with me that illustrates the power of our thoughts and beliefs. At 75 years old, she had experienced the loss of her spouse and was living independently with grown children. Managing on a limited income, she found solace in the talks about the subconscious mind that I often give. In those talks, we discuss how our repetitive thoughts, infused with hope and expectation, can shape our lives. Determined to change her situation, she began affirming daily, "I am wanted. I am happily married to a kind, loving, and aware man." She repeated this mantra tirelessly for about 2 weeks. One day, while at the local drugstore, she crossed paths with a retired pharmacist who radiated kindness and a strong sense of spirituality. He seemed to respond to her heartfelt desires, and within just a week, he proposed. Now they find themselves on a honeymoon in Europe. She firmly believes that the wisdom within her subconscious orchestrated this beautiful connection as part of a divine plan. This woman discovered that the true treasure resided deep within her. She had faith in the authenticity of her prayers, and her positive mindset sank into her subconscious, a place where true creativity thrives. By manifesting her desires subjectively, her subconscious employed the law of attraction to bring her dreams to life, almost like magic. Her inner mind, filled with knowledge and insight, facilitated their union. It's crucial to focus on thoughts that are positive, uplifting, clean, and constructive. If there is any good news to celebrate or praise, let your mind dwell on that. Moving on to a deeper understanding of how our minds perceive reality, it's beneficial to learn about the two parts of our mind. There's the conscious level, where logical thinking occurs, and then there's the subconscious, which operates more on feelings and intuition. Your conscious thoughts, repeated over time, sink into the subconscious, shaping your experiences. Essentially, if you focus on positive thoughts, positive things will likely follow. Conversely, negative thoughts can lead to undesirable outcomes. This is the fundamental principle of how your mind operates. The subconscious mind begins to act on any thought it aligns with, which is a peculiar but profound reality. It can manifest both beneficial and harmful results based on what it receives. When negative thoughts dominate, they can lead to feelings of anger, failure, and sadness. However, maintaining a harmonious and positive perspective can foster health, success, and prosperity. As you cultivate good thoughts and feelings, you'll find a sense of peace and well-being, both mentally and physically. Whatever you accept as true in your mind and genuinely feel will be embraced by your subconscious, making its way into your reality. The key to manifesting what you desire lies in aligning your subconscious with your beliefs. Once it's on board, the laws governing your subconscious will help bring you the health, peace, or environment you seek. When you give your subconscious a directive or affirmation, it diligently takes that message and reinforces the thought you've planted. Your mind operates on the principle that your subconscious will react according to the ideas you actively consider. Experts in psychology note that when thoughts penetrate your subconscious, they leave lasting impressions on your brain. Once your subconscious aligns with a concept, it begins to act on it immediately, utilizing everything you've learned throughout your life. It taps into your inner reservoir of power, energy, and insights to fulfill its purpose, sometimes resolving your issues swiftly, while other times taking longer, days, weeks, or even more. It's essential to recognize that the conscious and subconscious aren't two distinct entities, but rather different functions within the same mind. The part that thinks, reasons, and makes choices, the aware mind, is where you decide on things like your favorite books, where you want to live, or who you want by your side. This is where all your decisions take shape. Meanwhile, your heart continues to pump and your body manages essential functions like digestion and circulation without you needing to think about them. Your subconscious mind maintains these processes effortlessly. It doesn't analyze your beliefs or challenge you. Rather, it accepts everything you impress upon it without judgment. Think of your subconscious as fertile soil that can nurture any seed, good or bad. Your thoughts are living entities, akin to seeds in this metaphor. Negative or harmful thoughts will continue to undermine your well-being in your subconscious and will eventually manifest in your waking life. Remember, your subconscious doesn't engage in evaluating your thoughts as right or wrong or true or false. It simply responds based on their essence. For example, if you consciously entertain certain ideas, when something is perceived as true, even if it's not, your subconscious mind tends to accept it and begins to act as if it's a reality based on your conscious beliefs. Psychologists have conducted numerous studies on individuals under hypnosis, revealing that the subconscious can't make the necessary distinctions or comparisons that are crucial for rational thought. Time and again, researchers have demonstrated that your subconscious is susceptible and will embrace anything, regardless of its truthfulness. Once your subconscious receives a suggestion, it reacts in a manner that aligns with that suggestion. For instance, a talented magician can convince someone that they are Napoleon Bonaparte or even a pet, and that person will wholeheartedly assume that role during the performance. The magician may also inform different subjects that one has a sore back, another is bleeding, a third resembles a statue, while the last feels freezing, illustrating that each individual will respond based on their unique interpretation of the suggestion, ignoring everything else around them that doesn't fit their narrative. These examples highlight the distinction between the conscious mind, capable of critical thinking and reasoning, and the subconscious, which is indifferent to others' perceptions and readily believes whatever the conscious mind deems true. This underscores the importance of nurturing thoughts, ideas, and beliefs that uplift and inspire you, contributing positively to your well-being. The terms objective and subjective aid in grasping how these minds function. Your objective mind engages with the external world, using your five senses to observe and interact with your surroundings. It guides your actions and learns from experiences and from those around you. It has been often said that thinking constitutes the primary role of the objective mind. For instance, if you are among the many visitors to Los Angeles, you're likely to find the city stunning after taking in its parks, gardens, grand buildings, and charming homes. This reflects the workings of your objective mind. Often, people refer to the subconscious as the subjective mind, emphasizing its different role in how we perceive and react to our experiences. Your inner mind perceives the world in ways beyond just your five senses. It gathers insights through intuition. This is where your emotions and memories reside. The most significant work of your inner mind surfaces, particularly when your conscious awareness isn't fully engaged, such as when you're tired or distracted. Individuals with abilities like clairvoyance and clairaudience possess inner minds that can see and hear without relying on their ordinary senses. This inner awareness can even transcend physical boundaries, enabling you to travel mentally to distant places and return with accurate information. You might find yourself understanding what others are thinking, deciphering the contents of sealed boxes, or unlocking safes using this profound aspect of your mind. Grasping how your conscious and inner minds interact is crucial if you wish to master the true essence of prayer. Unlike your conscious mind, your subconscious doesn't think logically or debate ideas vigorously. Instead, it accepts any thoughts you feed it as reality, manifesting them as situations, experiences, and outcomes in your life. Your current reality is shaped by the beliefs you've internalized and transferred to your subconscious. If false or harmful concepts have taken root in your subconscious, the antidote lies in consistently cultivating positive, harmonious thoughts. This repetition can enable your subconscious to take on these new, beneficial ideas, fostering new healthy habits in your life. This is vital since it's in your subconscious where habits are formed. The way you repeatedly think shapes deep memories in this inner realm. This is especially beneficial when your typical thoughts are uplifting, affirmative, and collaborative. Conversely, if negative thoughts like fear and anxiety have been prevalent, it's important to realize that your inner mind wields the power to usher in happiness and health. It's creative and deeply connected to your spiritual essence, capable of manifesting the freedom and joy you genuinely seek. It's essential to understand the power of suggestion as well. Your conscious mind acts as a vigilant guardian, primarily tasked with shielding your subconscious from misleading ideas. Understanding the workings of your mind has become clearer now. Your subconscious can be conditioned. You may realize that while your subconscious isn't capable of comparing or reasoning, your conscious mind handles that process. It primarily reacts to the thoughts and feelings your conscious self presents. In essence, it doesn't assess which option is preferable. Take this example to illustrate the strength of suggestion. Imagine you're conversing with a timid traveler on a ship. You might remark, "You look rather ill. Your complexion is so pale. I believe you're going to be seasick." Let me assist you to your cabin. As a result, the traveler feels even more unwell because your suggestion resonates with their own insecurities, leading them to accept your help and ultimately fulfilling the suggestion of seasickness. However, responses to the same suggestion can vary significantly depending on a person's prior conditioning and beliefs. For instance, if you approached a sailor and said, "My good man, you seem quite sick. Surely you're not feeling well, are you?" His reaction might differ greatly. He could either chuckle at your comment or respond with irritation. The what-if scenario of seasickness may not affect him because he is secure in his own robustness, thus brushing off your suggestion without worry. In simple terms, a suggestion is when you introduce an idea to someone's mind, and it's the process by which they consider or act on that idea. It's important to note that an idea cannot compel the subconscious mind to act contrary to the conscious mind's wishes. For the sailor, the very notion of seasickness held no fear for him, as he was confident he wouldn't be affected. Thus, the thought couldn't instill any dread. Conversely, the suggestion of seasickness stirred up intense fears for the other traveler. Each individual carries internalized fears, beliefs, and perspectives that govern their reactions. Suggestions are powerless unless embraced mentally. Once accepted, your subconscious will influence your actions in line with that suggestion. Years ago, I began a discussion inspired by Dr. Evelyn Fleet, who shared a fascinating story from an English newspaper about the influence of suggestion. Over a span of 2 years, a father repeatedly told his subconscious, "I would give my right arm to see my daughter healed." His daughter suffered from a debilitating form of arthritis and an irreversible skin condition, and despite medical efforts, there was little hope for improvement. This father's heartfelt wish for his daughter's recovery was unwavering. One day, while the family was out biking, tragedy struck when their car collided with another. In the aftermath of the crash, the father lost his right arm at the shoulder. Miraculously, in an instant, his daughter's pain and skin issues vanished. This story underscores the importance of feeding your subconscious with positive affirmations that inspire and uplift you. Remember, your subconscious takes everything literally. It's not capable of understanding humor. Autosuggestion can effectively alleviate fear and negative influences. When you engage in autosuggestion, you're offering clear and specific ideas to yourself. In his insightful book on the topic, Herbert Parkin recounts an amusing incident involving a New Yorker visiting Chicago. Confidently, the New Yorker declared the time as noon, based on his watch, which was set an hour ahead. However, he neglected to factor in the time difference, while a Chicagoan, hungry and ready for lunch, was unaware of the discrepancy. You can tackle various fears and negative experiences using autosuggestion. For instance, a young singer was thrilled at the prospect of an audition, but had previously faced disaster due to her fear of failure. Despite her incredible voice, she found herself thinking, "Maybe they won't like me. I'll give it a try, but I'm so anxious." Her subconscious took these pessimistic autosuggestions as commands and brought those fears to life, triggering a cycle of emotional distress. To combat her apprehension, she developed a routine that involved locking herself in a room 3 times a day. During those moments, she would sit on her couch, close her eyes, and strive to relax her body. This practice helped her gain control over her anxiety and focus her mind, making a significant difference in her life. Inertia often allows the mind to be more receptive to suggestions, which can help ease fears and anxiety. To build her confidence, she repeatedly affirmed to herself, "I sing beautifully. I am poised, serene, confident, and calm." She would spend quiet moments reflecting on these affirmations, repeating them 5 to 10 times each session. Engaging in this practice 3 times daily, plus an additional session before sleep, transformed her mindset. Within a week, she felt completely calm and self-assured, and when it was time to audition, she delivered an outstanding performance. Consider the story of a 75-year-old woman who frequently expressed concerns about her declining memory. Rather than succumbing to this negative belief, she reframed her internal dialogue, opting for positive autosuggestions. She told herself, "My memory is improving in every way. I will always remember what I need to know, exactly when I need it. My ability to recall information is clear and effortless." This shift in mindset made a significant difference in how she perceived her memory abilities. Similarly, many men struggling with irritability and anger found relief through the power of autosuggestion. By repeating affirmations such as, "From now on, I will be cheerful. Joy and happiness will be my constant companions. I am becoming more loving and understanding each day," they managed to alleviate their frustration, often experiencing notable improvements after about a month of consistent practice. Now, let's delve into the effects of suggestion, both positive and negative, and explore the concept of heterosuggestion. This occurs when someone else influences your thoughts or actions. Throughout history and across cultures, suggestion has played a vital role in shaping beliefs and behaviors, especially in religious contexts. While we can harness the power of suggestion to guide ourselves, it's essential to recognize that it can also manipulate those who are unaware of its influence. When used wisely, suggestion can be incredibly empowering. However, when misused, it can lead to destructive thought patterns, resulting in sadness, failure, illness, and even catastrophe. Reflecting on our upbringing, many of us have unconsciously accepted detrimental advice that has shaped our lives. Phrases like, "You'll never succeed," or "You're bound to fail" can linger in our minds, holding us back from reaching our full potential. It's simply not worth it. The real game is all about who you know, not what you know. The world seems to be spiraling downward, and honestly, what's the use? It feels like no one cares anymore, and your time is too precious to waste. You might think that you've passed the point of no return, especially as life becomes a relentless grind. Love feels fleeting and elusive, and victory seems out of reach. If you're an adult and you've been introduced to positive autosuggestion, an approach to changing the way you think, understand that the way you've been treated in the past can lead you to behave in ways that undermine your social and personal life. By dismissing the harmful verbal patterns that have stuck with you, you can shift your life's trajectory and develop healthier habits. Autosuggestion gives you the power to stand up against negative thoughts that life throws your way. Every day, you're bombarded with news that can instill feelings of fear, dread, and anxiety if you let it. These overwhelming thoughts can easily lead you to contemplate giving up entirely. But now you've figured out that you can push back against all of that by filling your subconscious with positive affirmations instead. You have the ability to combat those toxic ideas and assess the negativity that comes at you daily. You don't have to let harmful external suggestions steer your mind in the wrong direction. Throughout our younger days, we've all encountered a barrage of negative influences. If you take a moment to reflect, you'll remember how parents, friends, family, educators, and even coworkers often perpetuated these toxic messages. Much of what we absorbed was misleading and crafted to keep us in check or to instill fear. This kind of external suggestion is pervasive, showing up in our homes, workplaces, and social gatherings. It's crucial to realize that many of these messages are designed to manipulate your thoughts, feelings, and behaviors for someone else's benefit. A personal example illustrates this. A family member visited a crystal gazer in India who ominously predicted that he had a weak heart and wouldn't make it to the next new moon. This dire prediction spread like wildfire within our family, leading him to prepare his will and accept this idea into his mind. He came to believe that the gazer had mysterious powers capable of affecting lives, as people asserted. Ultimately, he passed away, but what he didn't realize was that he had played a part in his own demise. Many of us can relate to similar tales of misguided beliefs born from absurd superstitions, and with our understanding of the subconscious mind, such experiences become even more illuminating. Let's explore the impact of our subconscious mind. It tends to absorb and act on what the conscious mind believes. Take, for example, my cousin's experience with a fortune teller. He was in a great place, healthy, vibrant, full of life. However, the fortune teller predicted something terrible, and suddenly, he agreed with her. The looming thought of dying by the next new moon became an obsession, filling him with fear. Before long, he shared this news with everyone and began preparing for what he believed was his end. This shift in his mindset triggered a cascade of fear that manifested his anticipated demise. In reality, it didn't stem from the fortune teller's words. Her influence was no stronger than the dirt and stones around us. The fate she foretold wasn't inevitable, based on her statement alone. Had he understood how his mind truly operates, he could have dismissed her negative predictions and focused on his intuitive knowledge that his thoughts shaped his reality. Like a steady arrow aimed at a target, he could have redirected his energy toward positivity. Other people's words hold no sway over you unless you permit them to through your own thoughts. Acceptance of a negative idea is what empowers it. You have the agency to choose your beliefs, so opt for joy, health, and life instead. The notion that something is true can be quite powerful. Your mind functions similarly to syllogism, meaning that the conclusions your subconscious draws depend heavily on the beliefs your conscious mind holds. For instance, consider this. If every virtue is commendable and kindness is a virtue, then it follows that kindness is commendable. Similarly, if all things formed are subject to change and the pyramids of Egypt are formed, they too will ultimately change and fade away. The first claim is the major premise, and for a conclusion to hold true, it must follow a solid premise. Back in May 1962, a college professor who attended my Science of Mind discussions in New York expressed his despair. "My life is a mess. I've lost my health, my wealth, and my friends. Everything I touch seems to go wrong." I encouraged him to shift his perspective, encouraging him to view his subconscious as a wise ally. It was there, ready to assist him in every aspect of his life, be it emotional, mental, or otherwise. After a significant shift in my life, my subconscious began steering me towards wise choices, aiding in my healing and restoring tranquility to my mind. The professor I learned from emphasized a guiding principle. Infinite wisdom directs my every step. He vividly illustrated the life he envisioned for himself, filled with health in both mind and body. He believed in the law of balance, embracing abundance, love, beauty, and tranquility as central tenets. My entire existence revolves around ideals of righteous action and divine order. With conviction, I trust that my core beliefs are grounded in life's eternal truths. I've come to understand how my subconscious is influenced by my conscious thoughts. I practiced repeating affirmations daily, softly and lovingly, allowing them to resonate deep within my subconscious, confident that positive outcomes would follow. I'm immensely grateful for the insights shared with me, as I've noticed improvements in every area of my life. This method truly works. It's important to realize that our subconscious isn't resistant. It's incredibly intelligent and knows the answers. When you feed it negative thoughts, like, "I can't do this, I'm too old," or "I was dealt a bad hand," it responds with matching negativity. This self-sabotage gets in the way of the good we seek, leading to feelings of lack and frustration. By dismissing the wisdom of our subconscious, we create a mental block that can ultimately result in illness and anxious behaviors. To turn things around, make a conscious effort to affirm that the infinite intelligence within you is there to guide your desires towards fruition. Declare aloud, multiple times a day, that this wisdom is steering you towards your dreams. Acknowledge that your inner knowledge is already reacting to your thoughts and feelings, manifesting balance and serenity in your life. Remember, your subconscious won't respond positively to statements of hopelessness like, "I'm lost" or "I feel stuck." Instead, invite it to assist you. It's about nurturing a partnership with your inner mind to support your journey. Your subconscious mind is a powerful force that constantly works behind the scenes, overseeing your breathing and heart rate. When you sustain a minor injury, like a cut on your finger, it initiates the healing process almost instinctively. This part of your mind is designed to nurture and safeguard you. While your conscious mind represents your immediate awareness, your subconscious functions separately but harmoniously with the thoughts and images you create. When you seek assistance with an issue, your subconscious is poised to respond, but it encourages you to first engage in thoughtful consideration and make deliberate choices in your conscious awareness. The answers you seek reside within this deeper part of your mind. However, expressing feelings of hopelessness or frustration can render your inquiries ineffective. It's akin to a soldier watching the clock without taking action. To unlock the wisdom of your subconscious, find tranquility and reassure yourself. My subconscious knows the answers. It's tuning into me, and I'm grateful for that. Trust in its superior intelligence, allowing your subconscious to guide you towards solutions now that you've cultivated genuine belief in its powers. In the next chapter, we'll explore the miraculous capabilities of your subconscious mind. It possesses immense strength, capable of sparking ideas, guiding you, and retrieving memories. Your subconscious manages crucial bodily functions. It keeps your heart beating, regulates blood flow, and oversees digestion. When you consume food, it transforms what you eat into the very tissues that make up your muscles, bones, and blood. Even the most brilliant minds can't unravel this extraordinary process. Your subconscious is tirelessly at work, never resting, always ready to tackle your challenges. You can tap into its magical powers by clearly stating your desires before drifting off to sleep. This simple act can liberate internal forces that drive you closer to your aspirations. Here lies a deep well of strength and insight, connecting you to the universe's immense power, the same energy that fuels the sun and governs celestial bodies. Your ambitions, dreams, and the desire to support others spring forth from this incredible part of your mind. Even the great William Shakespeare accessed profound truths through his subconscious that eluded many of his contemporaries. Similarly, Phidias, the renowned Greek sculptor, manifested beauty and harmony in his art, guided by the insights his subconscious provided. In 1955, I found myself teaching at the Yoga Forest University in Rishikesh, India, when a traveling surgeon from Bombay shared an intriguing story with me. He spoke of a Scottish doctor, Dr. James S. Dale, who had worked in Bengal during a time when anesthesia wasn't what it is today. Between the years 1843 and 1846, Dr. Dale performed around 400 significant surgeries, covering everything from amputations to tumor removals and operations on the eye, ear, and throat. What's fascinating is that he utilized mental anesthesia for these procedures. According to the surgeon I spoke with in Rishikesh, Dr. Tak, Dale's patient mortality rate was remarkably low, around 2% or 3%. People undergoing surgery experienced no pain, and none lost their lives under hypnosis. Dr. Dale would suggest to his patients' subconscious minds that they would encounter no infections or adverse conditions. This was all happening long before the discoveries of Louis Pasteur, Joseph Lister, and others who linked germs to diseases and emphasized the importance of sterile instruments. The Indian doctor believed that the combination of Dr. Dale's suggestions and the power of the subconscious was a major factor in this low death rate and the near absence of infections. It's mind-boggling to think that over a century ago, a surgeon could tap into the subconscious mind's potential for healing, a notion that inspires awe and wonder when considering our own spiritual capabilities. Reflecting on this power, it's evident that the subconscious is capable of perceiving things beyond our immediate senses, unaffected by time or space. It can alleviate pain, overcome obstacles, and tackle any challenge. Such abilities reveal a wealth of knowledge and strength that extend far beyond mere thoughts, leading to a sense of marvel about the universe. The subconscious records every aspect of your life. Regardless of the beliefs or theories you hold, whatever you impress upon it will inevitably manifest as real-life experiences and situations. What you internalize will resonate externally, whether it's real or imagined. The interplay between thought and its manifestation represents two facets of existence, shaping the reality we live in. Your conscious mind, comprised of active thoughts, relays your ideas to your brain. When your conscious awareness fully embraces a thought, it travels to the solar plexus, often referred to as the emotional brain. There, that thought gains momentum and eventually manifests in your daily life. It's important to remember that your subconscious mind acts based only on what you imprint on it. It aligns itself with the choices made by your conscious thoughts. This is why you're continuously contributing to your own narrative, the story of your life. As Ralph Waldo Emerson once remarked, "A person is what he thinks about all day long." Your subconscious profoundly impacts your conscious awareness, and some believe it possesses the power to transform the world. William James, a pioneer in American psychology, suggested that the subconscious mind is far more intelligent and insightful than we realize. It operates like an underground reservoir governed by the universal laws of life. Regardless of what you communicate to your subconscious, It tirelessly strives to bring those thoughts to fruition. Therefore, it's essential to nurture it with positive, constructive ideas. Many individuals experience unhappiness or turmoil because they lack an understanding of how their conscious and subconscious thoughts interact. True health, happiness, and serenity emerge when these two aspects coexist in harmony. When your conscious awareness and subconscious mind work together seamlessly, you can eliminate conflict and illness from your life. The opening of Hermes' tomb inspired wonder and hope, as people believed it contained the greatest secrets of existence. The phrase, "as above, so below, as within, so without," encapsulates the idea that whatever exists in your subconscious will reflect in your outer reality. Historical figures such as Moses and Isaiah have reinforced this notion. Your beliefs shape your experiences. Balance in emotions and actions is essential for a fulfilling life, echoing nature's laws of action and reaction, rest and movement. To achieve harmony, these forces must complement each other. You are meant to allow the life force to flow through you effortlessly, maintaining a balance in every breath and feeling. Your frustrations often stem from unmet desires, highlighting the importance of this equilibrium. If you constantly harbor negative, mean, or dangerous thoughts, you're likely to feel unkind emotions that need an outlet. These bad feelings can manifest as ulcers, heart problems, stress, and anxiety. Consider how you feel about yourself in this moment. Those thoughts ripple through every aspect of your being. You may equate your self-worth with your health, finances, friendships, and social status, seeing them as reflections of your identity. The beliefs ingrained in your subconscious play a significant role in how you perceive your life. When we nurture harmful thoughts, we end up harming ourselves. Think about the times you've hurt yourself through fear, anger, jealousy, or a desire for revenge. These negative perceptions didn't just magically appear, they've accumulated over time. By feeding your subconscious positive affirmations, you can diminish those negative patterns and even reshape your memories of the past. Just like an unusual growth on the skin can be healed by the power of the subconscious, our minds have the potential to restore balance and health. A personal experience from over 4 decades ago comes to mind. I once faced a stubborn skin cancer that traditional medicine couldn't touch. Things were worsening until a clergyman knowledgeable in psychology revealed a profound insight about the 139th Psalm. He explained that the book referred to my subconscious mind, the source of the body's creation from the most fundamental level. Since my subconscious fashioned my body, it was also capable of mending it, utilizing the original perfect blueprint that already existed. He compared my subconscious to a watchmaker. Just as a watchmaker envisions a watch before it's built, my subconscious intelligence was the creator of my bodily form. If something in the watch needed repair, the watchmaker could fix it. Likewise, the innate intelligence within me understood how to repair and manage all vital body functions. But first, I had to articulate what healing meant for me. Thus, I began to pray simply, trusting that the infinite intelligence of my subconscious, which constructed my body and all its components, held the knowledge to heal me. It was this wisdom that shaped every part of me, my organs, tissues, and muscles. The powerful healing energy within me is transforming every aspect of my existence, making me feel complete and whole. I am grateful to the creative intelligence deep inside me for the healing I am experiencing. I can feel it happening right now. It's truly amazing. In about 3 months, my face was restored to health and vibrancy. The key was simply to feed my subconscious mind with vibrant, life-affirming thoughts of wholeness, beauty, and perfection. This approach effectively cleared away the negative images and thought patterns that were at the root of my issues. It's important to realize that nothing manifests on your body without first being conceived in your mind. When you shift your mental state by embracing positive thoughts, your body responds in kind. This principle underlies all healing. Psalms 139:14 resonates deeply with this truth. My subconscious mind has full awareness of this reality. Your subconscious controls all bodily functions, whether you're awake or sound asleep. It manages vital processes without needing any input from your conscious mind. For instance, while you rest, your heart continues to beat steadily, your lungs operate flawlessly, and the rhythm of breathing persists. Your subconscious takes charge of everything from digestion to hormone regulation while you sleep. Interestingly, some researchers indicate that your skin actually sweats more during sleep than when you're awake. Even while you rest, your senses remain active. Many groundbreaking discoveries have come to great scientists in dreams. However, negative emotions like worry, anxiety, fear, and sadness can disrupt the natural rhythm of your heart, lungs, and digestive system. Such thoughts hinder your subconscious from functioning in harmony. If you're facing mental struggles, it's best to relax, release those thoughts, and allow your subconscious to take over in a calm and balanced manner. Once these changes occur, your body will start returning to its normal rhythm. When you communicate with your subconscious, do so with confidence and certainty. It instinctively seeks to keep you alive and facilitate healing. For instance, the love you feel for your children reflects a deep-rooted desire to protect all living beings. Imagine, for example, consuming something harmful. Your body knows how to respond to keep you safe and healthy. Your subconscious mind is a powerful force, constantly at work, whether you're aware of it or not. If you accidentally consume something harmful, your subconscious could trigger a reaction to expel it, all in the name of keeping you safe. By trusting in this remarkable ability, you could regain your health completely. To harness the power of your subconscious, it's essential to understand that it is ever present, working tirelessly day and night. While your subconscious is focused on building and maintaining your body, the process is beyond your conscious perception. This is why you need to engage your conscious mind and ensure that your thoughts reflect positivity, truth, fairness, and goodness. Keep your conscious mind active by anticipating the best outcomes. Now is the perfect time to nurture this aspect of your being. Deep down, you know that your subconscious is always influencing you, manifesting what you continually think about. The energy within you flows freely, shaped by your thoughts, much like water conforms to the pipes it travels through. Remind yourself that the healing energy of your subconscious is flowing through you, bringing unity, health, peace, happiness, and abundance. Imagine it as a vibrant life force that accompanies you, providing inspiration and prosperity. This energy responds to your beliefs. It operates exactly as you think it will. The subconscious possesses a remarkable ability to heal. Take, for example, the incredible story of Madame Barrère from France, a case well documented in medical history. Blind due to non-functioning visual nerves, she boldly declared her miraculous healing after a visit to Lourdes. Notably, Ruth Cranston, a Protestant writer, explored various healings at Lourdes in a piece for McCall's magazine in November 1955, including Madame Barrère's extraordinary recovery. At first glance, medical professionals confirmed that Madame Barrère seemed to be seeing with what appeared to be lifeless eyes, as her optic nerve was declared inactive. However, after a month and further examinations, it was astonishingly discovered that her vision had returned to normal. I have also had the opportunity to visit Lourdes multiple times and witness healing events firsthand, reinforcing the belief in the profound capabilities of the mind. In the upcoming chapter, we'll explore the fascinating phenomenon of healing that occurs at various shrines around the globe, whether they're Christian or otherwise. Take, for example, Madame B. Her healing wasn't directly caused by the waters at a shrine, but rather by her own subconscious mind, which reacted to her belief in the possibility of healing. When we talk about belief here, we're referring to a deep-seated thought in the subconscious. It's the acceptance of something as true. Once this thought takes hold, it begins to manifest in reality. Madame B approached the shrine with a heart full of hope and unwavering faith, certain that she would experience a transformation. Her subconscious then kicked into gear, unleashing its inherent healing energies. The very mind that brought her into existence has the power to revive what seems lost. After all, what was initially created can definitely be recreated, reflecting one's belief. So, how do you communicate to your subconscious that you are brimming with health? Let me share a story from Johannesburg, South Africa, about a Protestant preacher I once knew. He had managed to instill in his subconscious the belief of perfect health, even while battling leukemia in his lungs. Here's his method. Several times a day, he would take a moment to fully relax, both mentally and physically. He would verbally guide himself, saying things like, "My feet are relaxed, my ankles are relaxed, my legs are relaxed," and so forth, down to every part of his body. After about 5 minutes of this deep relaxation, he'd start to feel calm and drowsy, at which point he would affirm, "The perfection of God is currently expressing itself through me. The concept of perfect health is now filling my subconscious mind. God holds a flawless image of me, and my subconscious mind is recreating my body in alignment with that perfect vision." Remarkably, this minister experienced significant improvement. This straightforward approach is a great way to affirm your health to your subconscious. Another powerful technique involves the disciplined use of visualization. There was a man suffering from functional paralysis, and I encouraged him to vividly picture himself moving around his office, walking, engaging with his desk, answering the phone, and performing all his usual activities. By creating this mental picture, I assured him that his subconscious would accept this vision of vibrant health. He felt a wave of familiarity wash over him, as if he had stepped back into his workplace while assuming this role. It became evident that he was offering his subconscious mind a concrete focus. His subconscious worked like a jammed film projector, stuck on a mental image that had been rehearsing in his mind for several weeks. One day, in line with his plan, the phone kept ringing while both his wife and nurse were out. Despite the phone being merely 12 feet away, he was still able to pick it up. In that moment, he realized he had healed. The very thought of healing triggered a response from his subconscious mind's innate ability to mend, leading him to feel better. This man struggled with a mental barrier that disrupted the signals from his brain to his legs, which is why he claimed he couldn't walk. However, when he concentrated on the healing energy within himself, he felt that power coursing through him, making walking a possibility. As expressed in Chapter 4 on mental healing, anything you seek in prayer with genuine belief will be granted. Throughout history, men worldwide have naturally sensed that a unique healing force resided within them, capable of restoring their bodies to a state of normalcy. They believed this enigmatic energy could be summoned during specific moments, alleviating pain. This perspective has roots in the ancient histories of every culture. In times long gone, priests and holy figures in various countries were believed to possess the ability to transform lives for better or worse, even curing the ill. Around the globe, the belief evolved that this healing talent was directly bestowed by God. Yet the methods of healing varied widely. Some combined prayers with rituals, incorporating practices like laying on of hands, conjurations, and the use of charms, trinkets, and relics to promote recovery. In ancient civilizations, priests employed drugs and hypnotic suggestions, lulling patients to sleep, claiming that deities would visit and heal them while they slumbered. Indeed, these tales of miraculous healings suggest that powerful suggestions to the subconscious mind played a significant role. In certain cultures, followers of curious rituals would reportedly encounter a goddess in dreams, but only if they prayed to her in a specific manner before going to sleep. They were instructed to grind lizards, resin, frankincense, and myrrh outside under the moonlight. Many who endured this odd treatment claimed they experienced recovery. It's evident that such bizarre practices had a profound impact, as demonstrated throughout history. The examples we see create a powerful link to the subconscious minds of individuals, leading to guidance and acceptance. It seems that the healing often credited to healthcare professionals may actually stem from the remarkable capabilities of the subconscious itself. There are countless instances where private practitioners have achieved astonishing results when conventional medicine has hit a wall. This raises the question, how do these healers across different cultures adjust their approaches to patient care? In many cases, the unwavering belief of the individual plays a critical role, allowing the latent healing abilities within their subconscious to surface. The treatments employed by these practitioners can seem bizarre and extraordinary, igniting the imaginations of their patients and stirring deep emotions. When both the conscious and subconscious minds of a patient align around the idea of recovery, healing becomes more plausible. This topic will be explored in greater detail later. The Bible provides insights into the workings of the subconscious mind. It suggests that when you pray, You should truly believe that your request will be granted, and in that belief, it will manifest. Notice how the biblical text speaks in a way that implies the granting of wishes is already a done deal. It emphasizes that the change is already complete and will unfold in the future. To harness this approach effectively, one must cultivate the belief that a thought, idea, or mental image is already a reality. For something to become real in the physical world, it must first exist in the realm of the mind. By planting your desires deep within your subconscious, you can tap into your mind's creative potential. Imagine your thoughts, plans, or aspirations as existing entities, just like your hands or heart. Utilizing this biblical approach involves clearing your mind of any negative conditions or beliefs that could thwart your progress. You are essentially sowing a seed within your mind, one that, if left untouched, will flourish into something tangible. Faith, a recurrent theme throughout the Bible, is fundamental. It states that you will receive according to your faith. Consider this: when you plant seeds and trust that they will sprout into a particular type of plant, you are embodying the essence of growth. The concept of faith in the Bible conveys that it is a mindset, an internal certainty that the ideas you embrace in your conscious thoughts will eventually materialize in your subconscious. In essence, faith is about believing wholeheartedly that change is possible. Believing in things that your mind and emotions suggest aren't real can be quite a journey. It often involves quieting your logical, critical thoughts and placing your trust in the incredible potential of your subconscious. Across the globe, many people have encountered miraculous healings at various shrines, places known for their spiritual significance in Japan, India, Europe, and the United States. During my travels in Japan, I visited a notable site featuring a massive bronze statue of Buddha, known as the Daibutsu. Standing at an impressive 42 feet tall, this serene figure is depicted with his hands folded and his gaze lifted in a deep state of meditation. I watched as individuals of all ages placed offerings at his feet, gifts of oranges, food, rice, and even money, while others lit candles and burned incense, pouring their hearts into their prayers. One moving moment involved a young girl who quietly prayed, bowed deeply, and placed 2 oranges as her offerings. She lit a candle as well, sharing her story of having lost her voice. With a heart full of hope, she believed that the shrine's power would restore her singing voice. Through her simple faith and the rituals she practiced, fasting and giving gifts, she conditioned her mind to embrace a belief that resonated deeply with her subconscious. Let me share an example of how powerful faith and imagination can be. A relative of mine had been battling cancer, and his son was determined to help him recover. Upon returning to Perth, Australia, the son shared that he had met a monk who had just returned from a miraculous shrine in Europe. He purchased what he believed was a piece of the true cross from this monk for about $500. With creativity, the son picked up a piece of wood from the ground, which he brought to a jeweler to craft into a ring that looked authentic. He told his father that simply touching that ring, or the cross, had healed many people. When the son conveyed this to his dad, the old man felt a surge of emotions that drove him to take the ring, place it over his chest, pray softly, and then drift off to sleep. To everyone's astonishment, when he woke, tests revealed he was cancer-free. While it's clear that a small piece of wood from the ground didn't perform the miracle, it was the awakening of his mind, empowered by unwavering faith, that truly brought about his healing. My dad was completely unaware of the trick played on him, and if he had known, there's a chance he could have recovered fully. Instead, he passed away years later at the age of 89. There's a universal truth about healing that's worth exploring. It's widely acknowledged that various healing practices can yield remarkable results. This leads us to an intriguing conclusion. There seems to be a fundamental principle connecting them all, which revolves around the subconscious mind. Recovery often boils down to a single key element: faith. Let's revisit a couple of essential concepts. First, we need to recognize that our minds can be divided into 2 parts, the conscious and the subconscious. Second, influence can consistently affect our subconscious. Importantly, this part of our mind oversees all our bodily functions, emotions, and situations. I bet most of you are aware that suggestive techniques can manifest symptoms of illness in individuals under hypnosis. For instance, someone in a hypnotic trance can show signs of a fever, a flushed complexion, or chills, all depending on what's suggested to them. If you tell a hypnotized person that they're unable to walk, they truly may believe it and act accordingly. Here's another example. If you hold a cup of cold water under a hypnotized person's nose and tell them it smells like pepper, they might start sneezing. What's the cause of that sneezing? Is it the water or is it the suggestion? Similarly, if someone claims to be allergic to timothy grass, you can present them with a fake flower while they're in a hypnotic state and label it as timothy grass. They'll likely exhibit classic allergic reactions. This clearly indicates that the mind can be the source of ailments. Healing can also occur through mental processes. Consider the amazing recoveries seen in fields like osteopathy, chiropractic care, and naturopathy, along with spiritual healing traditions across the globe. It's clear that these forms of healing fundamentally rely on the subconscious mind, the genuine healer. Take a moment to think about how your body heals itself. For example, when you nick your skin while shaving, your body intuitively works to mend that cut. The doctor may dress the wound, but it's essentially nature, or the natural laws governed by the subconscious mind, specifically the instinct for self-preservation, that gets the job done. At the core of our being lies the instinct for self-preservation, a fundamental drive that shapes our actions. This powerful urge is an essential part of our nature. Throughout history, various theories have emerged regarding healing, each bolstered by its own advocates claiming their methods yield results. Delving into these numerous approaches, each linked to different religious beliefs or treatment philosophies, would be exhaustive and ultimately unproductive. Take, for instance, the fascinating work of Franz Anton Mesmer, an Austrian doctor operating in Paris during the late 1700s. He pioneered the use of magnets on patients, asserting that his techniques could miraculously heal ailments. Eventually, he moved away from this practice and began focusing on something he termed animal magnetism, believing that a force from the healer could be directed toward the individual in distress. This practice evolved into what was known as mesmerism, a form of hypnotism prevalent in his time. Critics of Mesmer suggested that his success was merely the result of offering sound advice, not some mystical power. This brings us to the myriad fields of healing today. Psychologists, psychiatrists, acupuncturists, chiropractors, and various religious organizations all harness a universal energy found in the subconscious mind. Each may attribute healing to their unique philosophy, yet at the heart of it all lies a simple truth. The key to healing is maintaining a positive mental attitude and fostering an inner belief often referred to as faith. Faith healing is essentially about the power of confident expectation, which acts as a powerful trigger for the subconscious to unleash its healing potential. It's important to recognize that healing doesn't depend on one particular method or practitioner. Rather, it centers on trust. Regardless of the techniques employed, there is a singular healing force at work, your subconscious mind. You have the choice to adopt whatever idea or method resonates with you, and with faith, positive outcomes are likely to follow. Philip S. Paracelsus, a renowned Swiss alchemist and physician from the 15th century, recognized this principle long ago. He famously stated that whether one's faith is placed in something real or fictitious, the results would remain unchanged. In essence, he suggested that believing in an object or a figure, like St. Peter, could yield the same effects as faith in the actual saint. This highlights that while the truth behind the faith may vary, the power faith holds can evoke miraculous results, regardless of its origin. In the 16th century, an Italian philosopher named Pedro Papanti shared some intriguing ideas that echoed the thoughts of Paracelsus. He noted how powerful confidence and imagination can be, especially when both are shared between a person and those they influence. He believed that the healing effects attributed to certain objects stemmed largely from people's faith and imagination. Quacks and thinkers alike understand that if you were to replace the bones of saints with any ordinary skeleton, patients might still feel better simply because they believe those bones are genuine relics. This principle applies if one has faith in the healing capabilities of certain waters. The belief alone can trigger positive changes through the powerful suggestions made to the subconscious mind. Bernheim, a medical professor in Nancy, France, from 1910 to 1919, emphasized that a physician's words sway a patient's subconscious. In his work on suggestive therapies, he recounted an intriguing case about a patient suffering from paralysis of the tongue that hadn't responded to any treatments. The doctor told his patient he had a new device that would heal him. When the doctor placed a thermometer in the patient's mouth, the patient, convinced it was a miraculous tool, suddenly exclaimed that he could move his tongue again. In another case, Bernheim described a young girl who hadn't spoken for nearly a month. After confirming the diagnosis, he explained to his students that speech could sometimes return quickly through suggestive methods. He summoned some electrical equipment, lightly moved his hand over her throat, and assured her she could start speaking. In an instant, she began to pronounce letters and soon spoke clearly. Her inability vanished. Bernheim illustrated how a patient's faith and expectations serve as a powerful suggestion to the subconscious. He even managed to create a blister on a patient's neck just by placing a postage stamp on it, demonstrating the astounding potential of suggestion. Research has clearly shown that our thoughts and suggestions can lead to real physical changes in the body. Numerous doctors across the globe have confirmed this through various experiments. A notable example can be found in Hudson's Law of Psychic Phenomena, which discusses how suggestion can trigger events like bloody stigmata and hemorrhages in certain individuals. In one experiment, Dr. Mberu placed a subject in a deep trance-like state and suggested that at exactly 4 p.m. he would sit in a chair with his arms crossed, causing his nose to bleed. When the time came, the young man followed these instructions, and blood began to drip from his left nostril. In another striking case, Dr. Mberu traced the subject's name on his forearms and again suggested that at 4 p.m. he would fall asleep and blood would seep along the lines of writing, revealing his name in bloody letters. Observers noted that at the designated hour, the subject appeared to sleep, and the traced letters noticeably stood out, with blood emerging in specific areas. Even 3 months later, the faint outlines of the letters remained visible, providing powerful evidence. These instances highlight two critical insights. First, the remarkable responsiveness of the subconscious mind to suggestions, and second, its extraordinary control over bodily functions and sensations. Such phenomena vividly illustrate how suggestion can lead to unusual physical conditions, reinforcing the idea that our inner thoughts shape our reality.